For anyone questioning the Caitlin Clark effect, we now have people wanting to watch golf because of her. We saw the kind of offer that Ice Cube made to Caitlin to play in the Big Three. That is $5 million to play through.
After receiving $10 million from the court, Caitlin Clark, a basketball sensation who is earning less than the price of a good SUV in her first season on the floor, delivers a shocking revelation. Her efforts have turned her meager income into a PR treasure trove. While others are sweating over their 9-to-5 jobs, Caitlin Cash makes six figures only to show up and engage in gossip.
Higher than the NBA. So I was like, oh, what's she going to get paid? Because finally, you can get a real paycheck. And then I saw it and I was like, this can't be right. Because this is what it is. In the first year, Caitlin Clark will earn $76,535.
This is the issue. Even if the WNBA throws her a curveball, some companies are prepared to travel across the nation and spend more than the cost of a house simply to see her perform. By transforming her from a court appearance into a financial empire, Caitlin Clark has amassed $10 million. In actuality, the novice that everyone pitted had more zeros in her bank account than some of the more seasoned gamers.
And I'm so happy for her to get the 28 flipping million.
Hold on, there's more. In addition to making money, Caitlin Clark is also altering the standards of sports marketing while the WNBA looks on from the sidelines, scrubbing its head visibility, platform, and influence. She possesses everything. She is also taking full advantage of it to outsmart her opponents and critics. Hold on tight, because Caitlin Clark's recent game-changing play has not been well received by everyone.
Reality is that, as far from a marketing perspective, Caitlin Clark is worth more than almost any pro basketball player.
Her ability to change the perspective and view the NBA as a springboard rather than the end goal is what makes her so intelligent. The league offers exposure, which is a thoughtful trade-off. A game day check is not nearly as precious as the millions of fans who watch everything she does. Brand strength. The $600,000 Caitlin Clark has earned this year just for showing up and speaking has doubled, if not tripled, by charging $100,000 for a half-hour virtual presence in person. However, some people work from 9 to 5. It's not a job. It is the printing of money. So why wouldn't businesses pay her? Her actual worth lies not in her three-point shooting or rebounds, but in what she stands for. Companies of all sizes are also lining up to have their names associated with hers. People do more than only pay attention to her. They believe her.
Caitlin Clark's last WNBA playoff game had over 2.6 million viewers, and now we are seeing the ratings dip under 1 million.
She also continues to have unparalleled endorsement deals with Nike. Every major player in the game, including Wilson State Farm, has put in their best effort. According to reports, Nike signed her without even requiring a proposal, spending millions of dollars in the process. Nobody needs to be persuaded of Caitlin Clark's value because she is so well known. In reality, State Farm most likely spent a substantial amount of money on advertising simply to have her appear in one of those odd ads. Wilson, the renowned basketball company, essentially handed her a blank check. Every transaction solidifies her status as a player and a worldwide celebrity. Her capacity to decline proposals is even more remarkable. When a brand new, unmatched women's basketball league offered her a $1 million salary in equity, she didn't even bat an eye. The majority of people would have signed right away, but Clark chose to play chess instead. She gets something far more important from the WNBA, which is respectability. And even if checkers, unmatched, might pay her quickly, she made a wise choice by staying. A carefully considered risk that is already producing large returns.
Some estimates have said that the league is going to lose about $50 million. Is there a scenario that you will try to raise more money right now?
Probably not. We probably don't need to raise capital like we did back in...
When we look at player salaries, people wonder why are NBA player salaries 100 times higher than WNBA salaries? Because the TV money was 100 times higher in the NBA than it was.
Additionally, her social media presence is a beast unto itself. Millions of people follow her wherever she goes, and every post she makes gives them the opportunity to make money. Compared to most influencers, she is more skilled at sponsored content affiliate marketing. Caitlin Clark is brilliant because she is not only making the most of her fan base, but also converting each like, comment, and share into money. The astounding thing about all of this is that Caitlin Clark's career is only beginning. Even though she has only just begun to realize her full potential, she is already altering the modern understanding of what it means to be an athlete. Her story is not only about basketball. It all boils down to vision, strategy, and an unwavering will to succeed. She is more concerned with the whole picture than other players are with the game. In addition to her success on the basketball court, Caitlin Clark has gained rapid recognition in the branding and marketing industries. She is more than just an athlete, despite the fact that she is only 22. She is a talking cash register on foot. Because Caitlin Clark's talks are a spectacle in and of themselves, companies are paying her $100,000 or six figures to speak for 30 minutes. Clark has figured out how to profit from her fame in ways that the majority of seasoned pros can only imagine. Regardless of how many marketing teams they use, corporations are unable to duplicate the kind of impact she has when she is present. It's more than just what she says. The impact of her appearance is also discussed, with news websites and social media platforms reporting on it the next day.
Moment, if you recall, from 1979 when those two rookies came in from a big college rivalry, one white, one black. And so we have that moment with these two. But the one thing I know about sports, you need rivalry. That's what makes people watch. They want to watch games.
Whatever really happens with Caitlin Clark, I would say her big thing is to be ready for the WNBA season. And people are like, why? She's only making $70,000 in the WNBA. What is the point of her worrying about that league rather than trying to push for other leagues and other ways to make money?
However, Clark isn't content to end there. Working with Wilson to develop a signature basketball collection was one of her smartest decisions, and she is already inking contracts that would make even the best NBA players jealous. Wilson is the only other athlete to have achieved this feat, making it significant. Think about that for a moment. Jordan, Michael. Clark is going against the grain by becoming the first female basketball player to sign a deal of that magnitude, demonstrating the strength of her reputation. Additionally, she has a $1 million contract with State Farm, which entails her singing the hit song Like a Good Neighbor in advertisements. In actuality, State Farm is more than just a location. They are strong proponents of the Caitlin Clark phenomenon, and this agreement solidifies her status as a significant marketing force. However, her signing an unprecedented 8-year, $28 million Nike rookie contract is the biggest red flag. But wait, there's more. That agreement could not work out as planned. Indeed, $28 million may seem like a lot, but upon closer inspection, it becomes clear that she could have completed the set by purchasing a trademark shoe. There is a clear issue with the arrangement because Nike hasn't released one yet. The primary source of funding is in high-end footwear, such as that made by Stephen Curry or Air Jordan, whose collections have helped build multi-billion-dollar companies. Even while it seems like it would be, Clark's contract could not be as significant as what she's leaving behind without that distinctive shoe. Every admirer who is amazed by her skills and every child who looks up to her would purchase a pair. However, the fact that Nike hasn't benefited from this is perplexing. No goods, no advertisements, and most importantly, no distinctive kicks. They are unwilling to dig, despite being on the verge of a gold mine.
And it has also been reported that Unrivaled 3-on-3 League offered Caitlin Clark significant equity in the league and a salary that is over $1 million. So this is the first time that we've heard of any money being thrown at her. We've heard that it would be a major deal. It would be a similar setup as to...
So a lot of people are saying, oh, why is Caitlin Clark she should play in Unrivaled? She's making $1 million. She should play in X, Y, and Z league. She should make some money doing that. Or, Caitlin Clark could do...
If Clark appeared on the court during the WNBA playoffs wearing her brand new trademark sneakers, the fans would go bonkers. After the game, should the sneakers be put up for sale right away? No matter their age, all basketball fans would want to experience Caitlin Clark's magic. However, Nike seems to be taking its time. Furthermore, Clark already has a great deal. Experts agree that she is more valuable than many seasoned pros in terms of marketability. Millions of people watch every game she plays, and her notoriety is not restricted to the nation. the type of publicity for which businesses typically shell out billions of dollars. The sobering truth. The likelihood that Nike will lose ground increases with the amount of time they wait. It was the pinnacle of Clark's star power. Every day that passes without him donning a pair of sneakers with his brand is a lost chance. The ideal moment to introduce her brand is during the WNBA playoffs. However, Nike will lose out on sales and media attention if they don't take quick action. Clark's success stems from more than just her talent. It's also because she changed the rules for athlete branding, developed a multi-million-dollar business, and realized her full potential with the right moves. Caitlin Clark believes that the game extends beyond the court. She is competing and doing well in the business world as well. Even though Nike may be lagging behind, the rest of the sports marketing industry is keeping a close eye on her and noticing how she's changing the rules. For example, she might make her business a billion-dollar enterprise by finally introducing that renowned shoe. Without a doubt, a Gamaker will be Clark's next move. We can learn about long-term planning from Caitlin Clark's ascent. She is not interested in short-term celebrity or easy money. Instead, she is creating something that will last long after she stops performing. The fact that she is doing it the way she desires is the best aspect. It's obvious that Caitlin Clark can't be stopped. Whether she is permitting Jaws to depart or giving the port advice,